Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Federation Nation. I am Anthony. This is Collectors Entertainment Network, and we're going to keep moving along with the wrestling spotlights this week. Volume 11, the Hart Foundation. But before we get into that, guys, I'm going to ask you, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, please comment down below. Let me know your wrestling spotlight or your Hart Foundation memories. Please share this video with anyone you think may like it as well, and go ahead and give this video a like. That helps a lot too. Speaking of likes, go on over to Facebook, check out the Collectors Entertainment Network Facebook page, give that a like. But even more importantly, while you're over at Facebook, join the Federation Nation Facebook group. I want to see you guys post and share your WWF collections, whether it's Wrestling Spotlight, whether it's LJNs, whether it's WWF Magazine, whether it's board games, whether it's posters, whatever it is. I want to see your collections over there. I really love seeing that stuff, and sometimes it gives me an idea of what I want to, look and see if I can find and add to my collection. So go ahead, guys. Please post your collections over there. All right, that's enough of all of that. We've got Volume 11, the Hart Foundation Wrestling Spotlight. Let's just get into it. All right, WWF Wrestling Spotlight, Volume number 11, the Hart Foundation. In this issue, 2 giant Hart Foundation posters. All right, let's get into it. All right, I got this March 23rd, 1991 from a store called Bar J. I believe it was just like a stationery store that had a newsstand in it. Retrospective, all these Spotlight magazines usually start with a retrospective. The Hart Foundation has reached the peak of the WWF. Here they are, of course, in their, Jimmy Hart days, battling the British Bulldogs with their, with Danny Davis as the first-time tag team champs. This, I believe, is part of the Hart Foundation Coliseum video cassette, which is always a treat to watch. Here is some more. This is when they lost the titles to Strikeforce. I believe that was just on like a Superstars of Wrestling. I remember being shocked. Although, it shouldn't be much of a shock. They won it on Superstars of Wrestling earlier in 1987. There they are battling the Rougeaus. Looks like with Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Who is that? Honky Tonk? Yeah, it looks like Honky Tonk, and that definitely is Honky Tonk. Right there, probably in the Rhythm and Blues days. And of course, here they are, the tag team champions again, and battling Demolition right there. Alright, back issues. What can you get? You can get the Hitman's solo wrestling spotlight, the Demolition spotlight, Jake the Snake spotlight, Ted DiBiase, the Rockers, the No Holds Barred magazine, and Superstars 5. There's probably you can get them also through the regular back issues ad that we'll see. All right, talk from the Hearts, the Anvil, and the Hitman tell it all. Cool stuff. Yep, battling Demolition. And, of course, Power and Glory was around at this time. I love the tag teams of this time. The mid-80s to the early 90s was some of the best stuff. All right, Hart Foundation Trivia Quiz. Picture of the Anvil. And, of course, there's a picture of the Hitman with their tag team titles. Let's see what we got. We got the first title, Anvil Axe. A second title, Bret Bits. History in the Making, and Tough Stuff. And here's your official World Wrestling Federation merchandise catalog for spring, summer 1991. You got your Ultimate Warrior page, your Hulk Hogan page, your Kids Corner, and like I've said many times, where is he? There he is. We have this Ted DiBiase. It was my brother-in-law's, my wife's brother, and he gave it to our kids when they started coming along. And we've got it hanging out in my son's room. All right, Superstars tees, and here are the posters. We will get to those in just a bit. But let's take a look at these t-shirts. You got Hogan, Tornado, Hacksaw, the Rockers, Roddy Piper. Let's move this order form out of the way. Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake, Legion of Doom, and of course the Hart Foundation themselves. Novelties. You've got Hogan, was at a wall hanging, got some cool cups. You got the championship belts, pillowcases, Legion of Doom. Good stuff. Wish I could have all of this stuff now. and at these prices. It may have seemed expensive then, but, you know, it's not. I'd love to get all of it for these prices. Here you go. And, of course, posters. What Wrestling Kid fan room was complete without some Wrestling Superstars posters. And this Ultimate Warrior larger-than-life poster is huge. And here we go. Hulk Hogan Suburban Commando coming soon to a theater near you. They're really promoting that at this time. Opposites attract, the Anvil and the Hitman. Let me tell you something. They are kind of opposite, which always made me feel that they were the best tag team because they weren't carbon copies of each other. They each brought something different to the table, and that's why I thought they were such a great tag team. They are my favorite tag team, and the Hitman is my favorite wrestler of all time. Now, back at this time, I'm not sure exactly, because growing up when I was a little kid, Macho Man Randy Savage was my favorite. I'm talking like even when he was a heel the first time, like 1986, I was a Macho Man fan. And then, like, as I got older and the Hitman went solo, you know, and he started, you know, he was in the World Championship picture. That's when he sort of became my favorite, and then ultimately became my favorite. But as far as tag teams, Hart Foundation's been my favorite since they turned face. I wasn't like a big fan of them when they were heels, but when they turned face the first time in 1988, from that point on, they were my favorite. All right, there is Demolition, as well as some other people. Looks like Orient Express and some others. And there, of course, they are with the tag team championships. Here's the answers to the Hart Foundation trivia quiz and answers to the Big Boss Man trivia tough stuff. Well, maybe just the tough stuff they carry over from one issue. They don't let you have it right away. And, of course, you can get it all with WWF Magazine. And, of course, I had a WWF Magazine subscription at this time. The Hart Foundation in the eye of the camera. Nice photo collage right there. And the Hart Foundation goes field and stream. Did they go back to Calgary? Is that where it is? Yeah, it says in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Alberta, site of Banff and Jasper. Good stuff. Some more of that. Is that a like a signpost that has different cities and how far away they are and what direction they're in? And some more of the Anvil on a boat. Looks like he's fishing. All right, cool. Finally, a vitamin kids can look up to and parents can trust. Hulk Hogan Vitamins, the new champion of children's chewables. And here is the back. Oh, and the video cassette mega matches. Gotta love it. Gotta love those Coliseum video ads. And, of course, gotta love those Coliseum videos themselves. All right, that is the magazine, but let's take a quick look at the posters. All right, guys, here is poster number one. It is sort of a, a photo shoot image. Them with the tag team titles. Now, the next one is actually horizontal, and it's sort of two pictures of them. Let's do it this way. Here's Hitman, and then there's the Anvil, and it's definitely, it's two different pictures. You can tell just by the ropes. But yeah, so there is the Hitman, and there is the Anvil in this poster. All right, so that is WWF Wrestling Spotlight, volume number 11, the Hart Foundation. All right, guys, that was volume 11 of WWF Wrestling Spotlight, the Hart Foundation, my personal favorite tag team of all time. But guys, I'm going to ask you again, please subscribe to the channel. Please comment down below. Please like and share this video. It all helps so much. Also, go on over to Facebook. Check out the Federation Nation Facebook group. Join that and start showing off your vintage WWF collections. All right, volume 11, Hart Foundation, that's in the books. Next week, we're going to keep rolling along with Wrestling Spotlight. It's volume 12, Roddy Piper. But until then, guys, have a good one.